What do you do when the one person who you trusted most betrays you after 20 years of service? Well, if you're Chloe, you fake your own death, steal a new identity, and pray that the past never finds you. Welcome back to Calverys Cave, and today I'm going to be starting something a little bit new that I am calling the Cave Radar, where I take a look at seasonal anime that are still airing and let you know if they're actually worth looking into, or in this case, putting on your radar. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to the one person who actually recommended a ton of shows for me to check out, and I haven't heard of a lot of them, so I'll definitely be checking those out. If you've got any anime recommendations that you would like to see covered on the channel, feel free to leave a comment and let me know which ones they are. I am always open to checking new stuff out. And the first show that I am putting on the radar is Victoria of Many Faces. So why don't we just get into it? Up until the age of 27, Chloe had never really lived for herself. She was one of Haggle's best, a ghost in human form, master of disguise, martial arts, languages, observation, everything a kingdom's top spy needed to be. They took her in while she was young. From that day on, Chloe belonged to the job. She completed the impossible missions. She became the kind of operative that other spies told stories about. Then she found out the truth. That single betrayal was enough. Chloe staged her own death, walked away from everything she had ever known, and crossed into the kingdom of Ashbury under a new name, Victoria Sellers. All she wanted was a quiet life. No handlers, no missions, no more pretending to be someone else every single day, just freedom. She lasted less than a day. Almost as soon as she arrived, Victoria found a little girl sitting alone, abandoned. Nonna. She's about 5, maybe 6 years old. Something in Victoria, something that the spy life had never quite managed to kill, wouldn't let her walk past that child. So she took her in. That decision immediately put her on the radar of the local authorities. An unknown foreign woman suddenly claiming an abandoned child raises every red flag in the book. That's when Captain Jeffrey steps in. We watched Victoria handle a pickpocket with the kind of clean efficiency that doesn't belong on a civilian street, and for reasons that he couldn't fully explain, he decided to vouch for her. He became her guarantor so she could keep Nonna. And just like that, the three of them were tied together. Victoria tries so hard to be ordinary. She gets a job, she finds a place to live, she learns how to be a mother for the first time in her life, but 20 years of training doesn't just disappear. She still checks the windows, she still maps out her exits, she still notices every face that looks at her for a second too long. The skills that once kept her alive in an enemy territory now help her navigate apartment hunting and childcare. And somehow that makes her even more dangerous, because people start noticing just how capable she is. Jeffrey keeps showing up, not because he's suspicious, or at least not only because of that. There's something about Victoria that pulls at him, something steady and careful and quietly broken. Nonna, meanwhile, starts looking at Victoria like she's the only solid thing in the world. And Victoria, who spent her whole adult life treating attachments like liabilities, finds herself unable to walk away from either of them. Of course, the peaceful life doesn't last. Victoria's competence keeps drawing attention. A royal gathering, a quiet incident handled a little too well. Eyes from the palace start turning her way. At the same time, the people she left behind begin to suspect that their dead top agent might not be as dead as they thought, and the shadows start closing in from both sides. Victoria of Many Faces is a story about a woman who spent her entire life being everyone else while finally trying to become somebody real. It's about a former ghost who's learning how to stay. It's about a little girl who accidentally becomes the reason that a broken spy learns about a future worth fighting for. And it's also about a knight who wants to stand with her while she's still confused on if she's allowed to be loved. She wanted freedom, but what she got was a family. And now both the kingdom that she left and the one that she tried to hide in are starting to realize that the woman with too many faces might be the most valuable piece on the board. One of the strongest things about Victoria Has Many Faces is Victoria Sellers herself, or at least the woman pretending to be Victoria Sellers. She's a genuinely independent and capable female lead who actually feels competent. She's not just good in a fight, she's sharp in everyday life too. There is nothing that that this woman cannot do. Watching her take in Nonna and slowly open up to this little girl creates one of the most natural and heartwarming dynamics that I've seen in a while. You can tell that Victoria knows what she's doing. Most of the time. What I really appreciate is that she still makes mistakes. She doesn't feel like some flawless superwoman. She does overdo it. She'll be dead set on protecting her identity in one moment, then casually jump onto a rooftop in broad daylight in under 30 seconds the next. Moments like that make you laugh and go, how has this woman stayed hidden for so long? But those little cracks actually make her feel more real. The show also moves at a very brisk pace, which does work in its favor. And the side characters aren't all that dense either. People are already starting to notice the pieces don't quite add up around Victoria, and that tension is handled well so far. Nonna is also a huge reason on why this show works. We still don't know much about her past, but it's clear that it wasn't a kind one. Watching her go from this almost lifeless, quiet child into someone who actually has energy and personality in just the first 5 episodes is genuinely heartwarming. Their relationship is the emotional core of the series right now, and it's doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And then you've got Captain Jeffrey Asher. Yes, he's rocking the white hair and blue eyes trope that every other anime seems to be using lately, but I still like him. He has connections, he can handle himself, and even if he doesn't look like the strongest fighter yet, there's something solid about him. I'm hoping that the show gives him more room to grow. But what I'm enjoying the most is just the overall tone. For the most part, the show is just fun and light, but when it needs to get dark, it actually commits, whether it's giving us pieces of Victoria's past as Chloe, small hints about what Nonna went through, or the story of Jeffrey and his former love interest. Those heavier moments don't feel cheap or forced. They add weight to the characters instead of just existing for drama. There's a scene at a ball where someone tries to assassinate a political figure. Victoria steps in and helps to stop it while still trying to keep a low profile. But once she understands why the man did it, she can't just stand by and let him be executed. That moment feels grounded. It makes you care about these people in a way that a lot of seasonal shows never quite manage. Overall, Victoria of Many Faces has a lot working in its favor. It's got a competent lead, strong found family energy, a good mix of light and dark, and characters who feel like they're actually thinking. To me, it's been a fairly enjoyable watch so far, so I'm going to be sticking around to see where the show goes. So far, it hasn't really given me anything to believe that it's a genuine masterpiece just yet, but it is something that I do believe is worth checking out. For my first Cave Radar rating, I'm going to give Victoria of Many Faces a good tracking. It's not a much watch just yet, but I do think it's good enough for you to at least keep on your radar. But yeah, I think that's everything that I got for you guys in this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a future upload, and I will see you in the next video. You still here?